So yesterday in lesson 1 we looked at how ecosystems change, and today in lesson 2 we're going to be looking at how species change. So there's going to be a couple different ways that they are able to make changes. Just today we're going to be looking at the DNA and traits that are not inherited. And then we're going to stop in the middle of our lesson and continue on with that for tomorrow. So looking at the first one, or first part, parents in every species pass traits to their offspring. Traits of species may change and may help the species survive. So in our first section, inheriting DNA. Small changes occur in systems over many years. And I see that right away in my notes. So small changes occur in ecosystems over many years. Some of these changes happen because offspring are not exactly like their parents. Remember, heredity is the process in which plants and animals receive or inherit half of the genes from each parent. So heredity is the process in which plants and animals receive or inherit that's an H there. I apologize if that looks a little bit like a B. Inherit half of the genes from each parent. So that is 1/2 of the genes. And that's exactly what we get from our parents is we receive half from our mom, half from our dad, that make us who we are. The genes determine almost everything about how an organism grows. And that's the same for us. Our genes that we received from our parents determine how tall we are, what color hair we have, what color eyes we have, our skin tone. All of that is determined from our genes. And that's not everything, but it is almost everything. Since every animal inherits a new mix of genes from its parents, every animal is different. And if you've got a sibling, you might know that that's the same thing, that it's the same two parents, but the genes that they pass on are going to be different for everyone, and it's the same for every animal too. This kind of small change from parents to offspring usually is neither helpful nor harmful to the ecosystem. Different combinations of DNA may cause offspring to be different from their parents in many ways. Some offsprings may be taller than their parents. Some may have different colored eyes. However, most things will be the same. The dog shown on this page has the same organ system as its parents. It has the same number of legs and placement of eyes. The dog's body has thick fur like its parents, though the color may be different. Different genes result in different colors of fur and eyes. So looking at these would be like siblings. They can have different color fur or eyes. If you're looking at humans, that's like skin tone, color of eyes. So this dog inherited a set of genes that gave it blue eyes and brown fur. Going on to the next section, traits that are not inherited. So traits that are not received from parents. Differences among organisms of the same species are not all due to different DNA. The ecosystem can affect how plants and animals grow. So, genes determine how big an organism can grow, but the environment also plays a big role. So, the environment is going to be really important to how an animal grows. So the environment plays a role in how big an organism can grow, and it should be the genes play a big role, but also the environment. So you can leave it just like that. So the environment and the gene together cover how big an organism should grow. So as we see that, organisms may not grow well if there's not enough food and water, or if the weather is very hot or very cold. The ecosystem can also affect an organism's color. The American flamingo is not born with its bright colors. These flamingos are born with white feathers. The bird has pink or reddish feathers only after eating such certain foods, such as shrimp or other small crustaceans and algae. So when you see a flamingo, if they are not eating crustaceans and algae, then they're actually white. So it's just based off the food that they eat that's not from their parents or anything. A hydrangea is a plant, which you can see at the bottom of your page, that may have flowers of different colors depending on what is in the soil. The flowers can be red, pink, or blue. With many plants, too much sunlight can cause damage that results in leaves turning color from green to yellow or brown. So that can be too much sunlight and then making them die and not getting enough water that we see that. So there's going to be traits that are inherited, but then also not inherited. And tomorrow we're going to be looking at then how other changes happen. For right now, you can place your notes in your book, close your book, and we're actually going to be completing the other side of our notes tomorrow.